Hello, YouTube. This may possibly be the last time you hear this greeting from me because we are having to change things tremendously on this end due to the real world stalking incident that is currently occurring. I know some of you may be aware of the constant attacks by the trolls and haters that we've been getting on this channel, and I pretty much urged all of you to ignore them and let them go away, which is what you should do with trolls and haters until it spills over into the real world. What happened on this channel basically is about 3 years ago, I was contacted by a guy that went by the name of George Mulligan, which isn't his real name. But anyhow, that email account for George Mulligan contacted me wanting me to do some work for him and help him out with social media and promote his business. The guy's real name was Louis Puccio. Well, he seemed nice, seemed like everything was cool, but I ended up not taking up that offer because he started sending me friend requests on Facebook, and I didn't feel comfortable working with him because I felt that, you know, he and I wouldn't, personality-wise, we wouldn't mesh. So I let it go, and that was the end of that. Except that, you know, all these weird stalking things started happening to me and has been happening, which you've heard me talk about in the past. But over the course of probably like the last 6 months, things on this end, if you've been following this channel, then you know that things have been improving for me, you know, as far as job-wise and even sponsorships. Companies were continuing to contact me to want me to promote and sponsor, you know, this channel. So what happened was the online attacks increased with Richard LaFleur, who isn't even a real person. It's a character from Trailer Park Boys. These attackers, they're like cowards. They hide behind fake names and stuff because they think they can hide behind it. Really, it could be tracked, you know, when it becomes criminal, which it is right now. It's in the middle of being defined whether or not it's criminal, because it is in actual court proceedings. I have the link to the court paperwork going on right now. It is still a situation that is pending. I'm debating if I want to continue it or not, because I'm looking at the situation. I don't really see a good outcome from this. You know, what is happening right now as far as me, the reason I've disappeared is I'm in hiding. I am basically fearing for my life and my children because of the threats. They're no longer just online, but real world, and linked to Puccio and LaFleur and that hate group. So that's what's going on. The court case was supposed to have been heard yesterday, but you know, with the coronavirus thing going on right now, they try to do like a teleconference, and the evidence that I was trying to submit to the judge overwhelmed him. It was too much for him. And that wasn't even before they started increasing the attacks once I, you know, let the trolls know that I know at least one of them. And now Puccio, I've never met. I don't even know this guy personally, other than his initial contact on the email. So here's how it kind of played out. He emailed me 3 years ago and asked me to represent his company, Pro Painters, and some other companies, a real estate company and some other stuff, and to do social media for him. I turned him down, and I thought that was it. Okay. Well, as stuff got better for me, and I got, you know, hired by Solar Wholesale as their brand ambassador to help promote their products, Richard LaFleur and his gang, which ended up including George Mulligan, which we know George Mulligan is really Louis Puccio, you know, the guy that contacted me, the stalker. So anyhow, they attacked the website of Solar Wholesale, and basically started putting up all sorts of hateful stuff on me, bringing up my past, trying to get me fired, and then lying, you know, basically outright lying and giving bad reviews, like 1-star Google reviews, to try to basically destroy the company. And they've been doing that with any companies that associate themselves or affiliate themselves with me. So what they didn't know you know, the trolls and stuff was I was actually the webmaster. So I had access to the IP logging, so I know their IP addresses and stuff, and am able to track where they are, you know, who they are and where they are and when they made the comments and all that. So long story short, I ended up putting 2 and 2 together and figured out that George Mulligan was Louis Puccio, who had contacted me 3 years earlier. I was like, all right, we'll just go ahead and ignore it. You know, you don't want to really feed the trolls. So left it at that. And as you know, I do a lot of live streams, and some stuff that I didn't tell you, that I will tell you now, that's letting you know that why there's a real danger. These trolls go so far as to try to SWAT you. And what that means is they'll actually, while you're doing a live stream, if they know your location, they'll call the police or have somebody call the police and say something bad is happening, like you're killing somebody, you kidnapped someone, you're a meth lab or something, because they want the police to come out and basically attack you on live YouTube stream. That's what they get off on. So they've been trying to do that with me with all the live streams that I've been doing, which puts me at like a huge risk. That's why this live stream is being pre-recorded and you're going to be watching it later. It's being pre-recorded, so it'll be uploaded and ready for you. But long story short, they contacted my ex-wife. See, they were able to track down my ex-wife through the internet and contact her new husband, and then tried to get them to call the police on me, saying that I was attacking and killing my new wife. And, you know, of course that didn't happen. That's not going on or anything like that. My ex-wife called me up freaking out because she's like, who are these people? Why are they calling? Because they're all scared. Okay. So then I told her, you know, you can probably go ahead and just block them. It's the trolls and haters. I'm getting an increased attack, which you guys are aware of. You know, that was about, what, 4, 5, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, somewhere in that timeline. It was like December is when this happened. So the ex-wife ended up just blocking them, and we thought that was the end of it. But we're like, okay, they're starting to hit like real world. You know, they're starting to no longer just stalk me and try to post negative stuff about me, but they're actually attacking real people. Still didn't know exactly who they were, not until the solar wholesale stuff. Now, because I was able to collect all their IPs. And that changed things, because now suddenly I know who they are. Anyhow, what happened was I still left it at that. And while I was doing a live stream, when I was heading over to get the little blue fixed over at Express Tech Auto, they called again to threaten Express Tech Auto, you know, with a fake name, of course, through a fake number through Google, thinking that it's not traceable. They're so stupid. You know, they think that the stuff, because they're going through a fake number through Google, that it doesn't reference where they're really calling from. But anyhow, long story short, they ended up calling and threatening the business, saying, you know, acting like they were gangsters or whatever, trying to claim their money from me. And when I pulled up to Express Tech, they were concerned. They were like, somebody's calling and making these threats. I was like, you know, this is ridiculous. They're now exceedingly coming into the real world. And they So I called the police department, and they recommended that I go ahead and file a restraining order against Puccio. And I was like, well, you know, once we do this, it becomes real world for him, and it's going to escalate things. So I held off on it, and I asked the sheriff's department to just go ahead and give him a call and let him know that we were aware of who he was and what was going on. And he needed to back off. It didn't work. They escalated it and started sending images of the KKK and all sorts of stuff, threatening me. And then Puccio himself went around spamming everything with my name, trying to get me, you know, more hatred and stuff, and sending me threatening notes, you know, via Messenger and whatnot. Even though he was blocked, he would just come on different accounts and stuff. So, threatening me with a lawsuit and all sorts of other crazy stuff. Anyhow, that's what happened. And then the court set a hearing, which was an electronic hearing that didn't happen. You know, it did happen. I mean, I stayed 6 hours. It never happened, other than the judge wanted a continuance. But I'm like, look, you know, he's already destroyed all the businesses and stuff. I've had to take my YouTube down because anything I publish is personal information. And every bit of personal information that these trolls get, they use to try to cause more havoc and more problems. I even had JoJo contact me, you know, and other people write me saying that if they tried to defend me the trolls and haters would start attacking them and spamming their channels and trying to destroy their reputations. So as a result, what happened was I took the channel offline to remove videos that were more personal in nature that they would try to use to cause even more havoc, and have decided that we're gonna have to change the format of everything. And because anything associated with me, they will continue to attack and try to destroy, I've had to remove myself. What that means is, as of this moment, I am no longer affiliated with Living in a Van Facebook, you know, the Facebook group. I've eliminated myself as administrator. That way the group, you know, is on its own right now. And I will not be going back. I don't want to associate with it because a lot of the haters and stuff actually came from that group and from the YouTube channel. They were people that I had blocked. Yeah, I blocked them because they're psychopaths. And they're like, he blocked me. Oh my God, my life's over. Now I got to harass and stalk him because he's an evil, bad man. But that's what we're dealing with right now. So at this point right now, I'm not affiliated with Living in a Van. I'm also not affiliated with Pay It Forward, even though Pay It Forward was actually almost about to go live. It was able to finally broadcast live, but not able to be monetized yet because it doesn't have the view count. So it's halfway in between and in limbo. Now, I am actually leaving Pay It Forward because I'm leaving YouTube. At least in the form that you know me. Okay, so those of you who have been here to support me and stuff, I do appreciate it. I wouldn't be where I am right now if not for your contributions and your support and your love and your compassion. But being here, you know, sharing my life basically puts me at risk of the crazies out there. They literally are just crazy. So with that said, what you saw happen to the channel is basically me closing the channel. I am leaving some of it open because I still need the income. But right now, I think I have like 80% of the channel up. About 20 or 30% of the channel is missing, gone. And I will be removing even more videos over time. I'm leaving these up right now. I don't think I'm going to close the channel per se because a lot of people have said that they found it useful. And the videos that I've left up right now, I think are the ones that people may find useful still. But a lot of the personal things, the vlog stuff where I'm talking about me and my situation and stuff have been removed just for security and safety. So you will see more and more videos disappear from this channel. Now, it took me 6 years basically to get this channel up to where we are right now, and it would be a shame to just toss it away. So it is actually a very useful channel for van dwellers, and a lot of people come to it for van dwelling. It's known nationally or internationally enough that companies are contacting me to, you know, promote their products and be a brand ambassador. So throwing that all away over what, 12 people, maybe 14 that are just crazies, seems kind of crazy, but you know, you got to think safety. So with that in mind, I think what we're going to do is actually remove me. Yeah, I know it seems crazy, but living in a van is what people come here for. They come here to learn techniques. They come here to learn how to build out a van, how to survive in a van. A lot of people got caught up in my personal drama and stuff, and you know, I think to an extent that's how the stalkers developed. You know, they felt like they really knew me, even though all they see is just one aspect of what is actually on YouTube, and felt that because I blocked them, I somehow betrayed them, and they're gonna do everything to destroy me. So that's what we're looking at. With that said, what you can expect to see with this channel, okay, I am keeping the current set of videos up. I don't know how long they'll be up. They'll be up for a while, but we're going to transition, and what I'm going to do is open this channel up. You'll see me make another video here letting people know that this channel is about living in a van and off-grid living, and living in an RV or even a boat, you know, and people who want to promote their business or their I guess their YouTube or their Instagram or whatever are going to be welcome to produce videos for this channel. So content will be provided by people from other channels to promote their channels. Basically, if you have like a van dweller channel, or you know, tiny home living channel or something that has to do with off-grid living and survivability and build-outs and things like that, the same kind of content that brought people here, and you want to promote your channel, your YouTube or whatever, create a video and contact me. Contact will be the same, dinoy.debor@gmail.com, and we'll make arrangements for me to get access to your video and then get a copy of it, if it's approved by me, of course. It'll be put onto this channel and run on this channel, okay? And I will be making ad revenue off your video. But for that ad revenue, I'm going to provide a link from that video to your YouTube channel or your Instagram or whatever it is that you're trying to link out to. You'll want to basically show off your vehicle. Like you can do a van tour, you can do a build, you can do a boat tour, a boat build, an RV tour, whatever you want to do, or and introduce viewers to you and your situation or your vehicle, whatever it is. I recommend making the videos at least 5 minutes, preferably 3 to 15. At least 5 minutes, preferably 10 to 15 minutes long. Really not much longer than that. People have a short attention span. But if you will produce those videos, or want to produce those videos and send it to me, those are what's going to be running on this channel. Eventually this channel will have mostly that. I am also still continuing with sponsors. So people who want to sponsor this channel can contact me once again at dinoy.debor@gmail.com, and I'll produce ads and stuff. So you'll see some promotional content being produced on here, and depending on what it is, because we're going to establish a new connection with people who, like other channels that might benefit from promoting that same, I guess that sponsor is trying to sponsor me. I may try to refer those smaller companies to become, basically sponsors or sponsees. I guess, I don't know, you call them sponsors or sponsees, but basically help the smaller channels to promote these products. Like if your thing is like living in a tree house or something, and you built this fabulous tree house and you want to show it off for your channel or whatever and get people to come to your channel, you can showcase your tree house, and I'll link it. And if a sponsor contacts me and they have stuff that I think might be cool for people who live in a tree house or want to build a tree house, I may recommend your channel to that sponsor and see if they want to do a deal. And that'll help smaller channels get sponsorship. It'll help me because I'll continue to maintain income from YouTube on a channel that I worked really hard to build up. Sadly, the vlogs will have to end, and I know some of you are going to miss me, just like I'm going to miss you, as some of you have stated. You could tell that I enjoy being able to share with you what's going on. But we all knew from the very beginning, those who have been with me, that eventually one day, the channel would end. We just didn't know how, what would prompt it and how it would end. But this is it. This is the end. As far as my own videos, I may produce some more videos myself when I have something to demonstrate, like how to do maybe the solar panels and stuff when I finish it on the RV. I may do a complete RV tour on Good Enough. But as far as the videos detailing my life and the situations that are going on, even with the trolls and haters and everything else, those videos will not be on here anymore. Even this video will be removed. So I'll be producing another video seeking content for those who want to contribute to this channel and want to promote their own channel in the process. Those of you who want to know what's going on right now, you can look at the about on this video. It'll have the link to the case. I'm going to ask you to kindly refrain from doing anything against Mr. Puccio, because it still hasn't been proven in a court of law, even though from my end, I saw the email, the name, and the IP address and linked it to his house in Palm Bay. He's saying he doesn't know anything about it, but it's linked to him. And then his name, which he goes by George Mulligan, is linked to the Richard LaFleur. So, if it's not him personally doing it, it's someone who has access to his stuff, like his son or whoever. I don't know. But all I know is that email address and that account and stuff is linking real-world threats, death threats and stuff to my family. And the judge is going to hear about it. There may be another civil suit, depending on what I decide to do with the case. Right now, I'm looking at just maybe doing like Forrest Gump and possibly just walking away. You know, you remember Forrest Gump was running and everyone was following him, and then suddenly he just stopped because he didn't feel like running anymore. And that's kind of like what I feel like right now. So I don't know what the future is. There is a continuance scheduled right now, assuming that COVID or whatever, this coronavirus thing goes away in June, early June, June 2nd is when they're going to have a hearing. I'm still debating if I want to just go ahead and cancel it, or show up and then maybe even file another civil suit for monetary damages and stuff that were done, because evidently it has been done, not just to me, but to all the sponsors and anyone associated with me. So hopefully this video clarifies the situation for you. You are going to see some more videos appearing. These were pre-recorded videos that will be uploaded. Videos will remain running for a while. I'm debating, I may end up doing a membership. You know, I've removed the Patreon access. Patreon has been canceled. Everyone should not be billed anymore. I closed out Patreon because obviously I'm no longer going to be updating this channel like I used to. You know, this channel used to be supported with the vlogs because of the patrons paying for the phone access. So I won't be uploading as much, but hopefully the content on here will still be applicable and useful. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for your love, your support, and I appreciate all the support that you've given me, and I appreciate you helping me to get to this stage in my life where maybe I can truly go on with my life and let the past go away. So take care, everyone. God bless you all. Please stay safe, and remember, you know, I'm going to ask you again: don't mess with Puccio, you know, or his family, even though they apparently are messing with mine.